we are live. Hold on a second though, my headset is apparently not working. Lulu ban and Fiora ban. Alright, there we go. Now everything is in order. Automatically, right off the bat, we have a Thresh pick and a Nasus pick. Alright, we've got a Corki and a Renekton.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now you are good.
Awesome.
So, getting settled in here. You'll have to join the game after they get into spectator countdown mode.
Yeah, I'll just use Lil Nexus. So, is the Fiora ban a target ban?
I believe so. But
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I've seen her banned in the past in this tournament. So there is a reason she was banned, and it was not just a random pick. We've got Ashe and Zyra bottom lane, with possibly another jungle Jarvan.
No, I really like the Ashe Zyra with the Nasus Renekton, because honestly, the amount of CC that they can keep on top of the Nasus and the Renekton is super strong. Like a slowness Stranglethorn is just OP on top of the Nasus ult.
This is true. I did just update the respective counters. Blue team is Diamond 6, and purple team is Money in the Bank. We've got a Diana mid lane. That's something I haven't seen in a while, coupled with a Kennen for top, most likely, and a Teemo. Well then, Money in the Bank is definitely trying to troll something there.
I'm assuming, see, I don't know if Nasus is going to stay in the jungle, because I know Kennen can technically counter Nasus in lane.
Right.
He's certainly a good way to do a counter aggression early, but I don't think they're going to send Renekton jungle. I think it's a Nasus jungle.
Thankfully, Teemo did change to a Lux for mid lane.
Yeah, the Teemo...
Teemo was just a
Teemo
just a fun pick there.
Teemo trolls.
Alright, here we go. We're in the countdown until lock in. We've got our trade ups happening. We've got a Nasus jungle, Jarvan jungle, Thresh support, and a Zyra support with their AD carries, Ashe and Corki. Looking like we're going Diana versus Lux mid lane matchup. Here we go, 8 seconds for Diamond 6 and Money in the Bank game 2.
This is a best of 3, yeah?
It is a best of 3, so if Money in the Bank does win this one, they will take home their ticket to the semifinals. Diamond 6, however, if they do happen to make a comeback, we'll play the third game to decide who does get to go to tomorrow's semifinals. Alright, now I've got our 3-minute cooldown timer.
I should be able to spectate now, I believe.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright, so let's take a look at our LoL Nexus to see... Actually, we already have them up. But just a reminder, on Diamond 6, we have a Diamond 5 player, Diamond 4, Gold 5, Platinum 2, and Gold 3. Comparatively, on our Money in the Bank, we've got a Diamond 5, Diamond 4, Diamond 5, Platinum 2, and Silver 2. So overall, experience-wise, unfortunately, Money in the Bank does have that leg up. But you never know. I mean, we've seen teams in this tournament who look weaker actually completely stomp another team. So it all comes down to gameplay, team comp, and just, overall maneuvering.
Exactly. Where does the silver 2 fall?
The
What position
silver
is he playing?
2 on Money in the Bank is Charmander. So in this game, the Lux.
The mid laner. Okay.
Yeah. So
I liked his mid play last game.
yeah, up against that Diana who's a gold 5, it's a good matchup for those two. It's not one of the diamonds versus the silver. It's a gold 5. So it'll definitely be an interesting game to play. Not an OP crush stomp. So we're definitely gonna look for that. Our bottom lanes, we've got Corki and Thresh, a gold 3 and a platinum 2, versus our Zyra Ashe, diamond 5 and platinum 2. So it is a flip-flop. Ashe is the platinum 2 and Thresh is the platinum 2. So we'll have to see how that goes. We've got about a minute here left. Nothing much, gonna change. I'm looking at the different champions that I would have picked, but these are great comps. They each have great synergy that go with each other.
Mm,
20 seconds left here.
the Corki Thresh lane. Zyra Ashe isn't the best lane.
So far, latency doing a good job. We haven't had any more lag problems that we had earlier this morning. I'm still sitting at about a 1.3 drop %, but that is not a bad. And we are going into loading screen now.
Yeah, they usually go for the CC.
We're not at that level.
Alright, let's see who wins the screen. We got a Warring Kingdoms Jarvan, a Dragonwing Corki, and a Diana, Thresh and Kennen versus a Nasus, Pool Party Renekton, Haunted Zyra, Sherwood Forest Ashe, and Lux. Overall, it does look like Money in the Bank will also take load screen.
Not the rank from season 2.
Haunted Zyra, it's a great skin. I've seen that skin a few times in my own play. They did a great job with that. I'm not as happy with the new Vi skin. I mean, it's really just kind of a particle update and a recolor. They did, change her model a little bit to reflect the police sirens in the hat, but other than that, not a great skin on my part. Here we go, we're in-game now. We have the first buys. We're seeing Hunter's Machetes on both junglers, Doran's Blade on Kennen and Corki, a Salad Bar for Thresh, and a Doran's Ring for Diana. Salad Bar for our Zyra support, standard Doran's Blade for our Ashe, AD carry, and same matchup, Ring Pot for Lux. Both teams kind of taking off at an easy pace. Purple team possibly going for the invade, but blue team very close to them. Purple team checking out where blue team is, both pinging to try and find out where our enemies lie. Throwing down that first ward there. Both teams have that ward coverage that's going to allow them to make sure they don't get counter-invaded. Renekton breaking off to go guard his blue. Nasus just kind of sitting top jungle to make sure nobody happens. Lux already going back to possibly buy another pot.
Kennen's a she, just so you know. Yeah, that's right. You're not the only girl in the room. One of the big screen.
Nasus going to start red, it looks like.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, with our minions spawn, we've got both teams spread throughout their own jungles. No invades at this point. Nasus looking like he's going back for some reason. Nope, just pressing his B, I guess. Alright, we're starting off taking blue buff for blue team. Jarvan's gonna get that. Nasus gonna take his red buff first. Kennen looking like he wants to steal the blue. Kennen traveling bottom lane. We've got both AD carries switching up top lane. Where's my phone? Alright, we got a few trades happening, nothing too out of the box.
Zed led me out of bronze. Because Zed is.
Alrighty, I've just started the load screen, so I'll be in just a sec.
Alright.
Even now he's still
Alright, we've got this quick engage. Oh, the flash is gonna save the. No, it's not. First blood for the Zyra. We've got Thresh trying to escape. Ashe down to 200 health.
got so cocky. Awkward to Bobo.
That's a pretty big pickup for
We got Renekton
Dash
harassing
Zyra lane.
Kennen down. Renekton
But
flashing
the
to try and make
flash
it.
comes
Kennen
out.
flashes. Renekton is gonna die if Jarvan decides to. Jarvan flashes for that kill. Taking some tower
That
damage.
flash was a little bit overkill, as the kill was secured by Ignite. J4 didn't even get to pick that up.
No, unfortunately not. That flash did, unfortunately, was burned for no reason. Nace is coming in mid here.
Just for a little farm. He's gonna walk out, not doing
Hey, I
anything
mean-
to Diana.
Sometimes it's just that pressure in lane that forces a little bit of a back off because they know he's around. J4 and Nasus duking it out bottom, but both are going to disengage.
You know, it was a really good pickup for Zyra, even though she did get that first blood instead of Ashe. That just puts their lane that much farther ahead. You know, you don't ever want Ashe to get an early advantage because she's weakest in the early game. But
Certainly not, but it does give Ashe, it does give her support gold, or assist gold, so she is also going to benefit from it.
exactly. So their lane is going to start snowballing ahead because if you see, they're poking down Corky Thresh really hard and very efficiently.
I mean, Zyra's a mean lane champ partner because she's got those plants that she can put behind your creep wave and then throw her stun out. And if she hits you, her plants, I mean, you're gonna sit there and take a good amount of damage.
Exactly, and that's why the Ashe Zyra lane is so effective, because if Ashe can get her frost shot, she's just going to keep you in the range of those plants. So really, most of the damage in that lane should be coming from Zyra, and as she's playing it, she's doing a very good job. This Diana is out trading Lux though at the moment in mid lane, which I believe should happen even pre-6, because Diana is a very scary mid laner.
I mean, after they nerfed her into the ground, you didn't see her played much anymore, but then they did bring her back, and some of the pros will play her every now and again. I haven't seen her as much personally, but I used to love Diana. Could go Renekton trying to get all that farm, but Kennen poking him down with that stun. Renekton just not loving it bottom lane. He went from full to a quarter.
Yeah, but to be honest, he's keeping up in farm with Kennen even though he already gave up a kill. So he's at least doing his best to stop the bleeding.
Right. Thresh trying to pull some fancy moves there, but instead gets poked down and almost killed. Has to blow his flash to evade.
J4 is doing the same thing that he did last lane, is just kind of piggybacking some lane experience to help him get higher up. And Nasus is coming from behind Kennen. This is a little bit scary. Renekton slices and dices, cannot get the stun off. There it is.
Kennen is going to go down if they do just had a tower dive. Nasus tanking tower. He's going to lead them on a merry chase. Unfortunately, Nasus is going to eat it, but Renekton does end up getting the kill and getting out of there.
You know, they didn't actually get a chance to micromanage any of that tower aggro. They still do pick up a kill and an assist. So overall, coming out on top for Nasus and Renekton there, and helping Renekton get a little bit advantage back in lane.
Top lane, we've got these great trades, but Ashe and Zyra, if you see, are already a level up on Thresh and Corki.
And you know, if Ashe gets 6 before you, that can spell
It can
lot
spell
of trouble for your lane.
Big trouble.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Especially
Lux hitting that long-range snare.
I'm liking how conservative both mid laners are playing. I think Diana's just trying to poke down Lux for a really hard engage, but Lux's burst is scary, and I think Diana's respecting that.
We've got Renekton having to go back bottom lane. He's been poked down. I mean, he's doing well against the Kennen. Farm wise, we got 43 versus 37. So Renekton is up on him in farm, but Kennen's just got that damage that Renekton can't deal out as Kennen has that range upon him. Zyra trying to place her wards, making sure everything's kosher. J4 poking Lux, but you know there's not much gonna come of it. She's too far back already.
I believe Nass is going to pick
Here's
up
the
second
engage from
blue here.
Renekton, getting the stun, taking Kennen down by about 400 health. Ashe poking that Corki with her volley and frost shot.
So they both just hit level 6, and Corki and Thresh know it. They're trying to back off as they're getting poked down here.
They're trying to get out of there. Renekton doing well against this Kennen now that he has that life and that huge amount of health up on him. I mean, Kennen's got a max health of almost 1,000, whereas Renekton's got about 1.5k. Mid lane, we see some action going on, but Diana is going to disengage enough that she's not going to take nearly any damage.
The attack pains are going down. J4 wants the enemy blue, but Nasus just showed with blue buff in lane, so I don't understand what is really going on here, unless they just didn't notice that Nasus had blue buff.
Probably not. Nasus heading up top lane for a possible tower dive now that Ashe does have her ult. That can be a scary thing, that Nasus slow plus, you know, the Ashe stun.
Exactly, but he's gonna go steal the enemy blue buff. Surprisingly, he didn't ping for Lux to come get it, so I guess Nasus is just gonna double up on that blue buff.
Nope. Yeah, that is... Diana's going in. They do see him there. He's going to back out. Top lane, we got an engage by Zyra.
Yeah.
Disengage. Thresh.
Pulls a minion. Zyra ult to disengage. You know, Thresh had the right idea there. He just sadly hooked a minion right towards the end. He would have had Ashe.
Well played, well executed, but both teams did pop everything they had for that disengage. We've got Nasus coming up from bottom. J4, he's in trouble. There's that Ashe ult to keep him there.
Nasus is ulted. The
J4
coming down. Ashe flashed out of the ult.
Diana killed by Nasus. Corki is in trouble.
He has no mana. Zyra with the kill. There it is.
Very good, very good. That was well played by Money in the Bank. You got 2 kills for a traded 0.
It was that reaction time. Nasus drew both of them up, and they just made a solid play by that Asher coming out and Nasus ulting. Just did the damage that they need. Lux even rotated, and they're going to take the first tower of the game in the top lane.
Very well, very well. We already see a 3k gold lead by Money in the Bank. Nearly 3.
And, you know, a big part of that is just how far Nasus is ahead of J4. He's already got a 1k gold lead solely because he's got 40 farm on J4. Nasus has been a lot more effective in the jungle and his roaming than J4 has.
We already see the top lane is pushed almost to tower, which is dangerous. Nasus bottom lane getting some damage on that tower.
You see Zyra actually coming down through that bot side jungle. I'm assuming they might go for a dragon play here.
Either a dragon play or possibly a bottom lane gank, but it looks like she's just warding dragon. She might be backing off here, but...
Yeah, those wards are definitely a setup for dragon. Lux is starting to swing as well. They know Corki's still up in the top lane, so they're at least going to have a number advantage.
Renekton going to get
does go in on the Renekton.
down bottom, but Zyra's there to help him with that Lux laser. Ashe arrow coming down to hit the Kennen. Nasus is getting that wither upon him.
Combo combos.
Kennen trying to ult to get away. Zyra thrown down her, and to get the kill, Zyra another kill.
That was a really solid play.
That was-
As you saw, once again, they did that bait and brought everybody to their team because they have no vision in their own jungle or by dragon.
That was another great play by Money in the Bank. Again, they traded a kill for no kills. They're going to get Dragon off of this too. And, I mean, you don't see Diana and Thresher desperately trying to push mid lane. So is Corki to make up those towers, but even if they do get both of those towers, it's not going to make much of a difference, especially because Lux is already mid, and Money in the Bank's going to come up behind.
Diana needs to leave.
They are in the wrong place. Diana running the wrong way. She's running directly into the enemy team.
Looks like they're going to back off and just push.
Corki, though,
Probably a third tower up here. He is definitely going to take top tower.
Corki dangerously close. It's, you know, tower's got 200 life left, but mid lane, you know, they're... There we go. First tower of the game for Diamond 6. Diamond 6 down 4 kills already with a differential of 4.5k gold. I mean, if we look at the gold distribution, we've got Corki sitting at 3.4, whereas Ash is sitting at 4.1, so definite lead there.
And as you see here, Diamond 6, Mob 11 in the mid lane, gonna take down that mid turret. Nobody was able to react.
It's 2-2. Diamond 6 catching up in their gold, but still down by a significant margin.
So you have 2 subs?
And as you see now, the lanes have officially re-swapped. Renekton is back pushing in the top lane. He does have his Sunfire, but he is going to be pushing that lane really quickly. Oh, he doesn't have Sunfire completed yet. Just the components.
Blue team making some good progress on the map here. They've got more wards in enemy jungle. But like you said earlier, they do need those wards in their own jungle, as that last team fight bottom lane would have been prevented if they had vision and known that the enemy was coming down for them. Corki is kind of stuck in a bad place there. You see Nasus coming in. He's got the Wither on Kennen. There's the Ashe ult. Kennen's going to try and ult to get away, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. The Nasus is going to get the kill.
I don't know why J4 engaged there.
Diana jumping in.
Ashe might go down here.
That Ignite is going to kill her. Diana getting the kill. Nasus is really low, but we've still got the support, Zyra.
They need to be careful here.
They do. Lux, however.
Oh, missing the laser and the thorns. Diana is gonna get out alive. One mistake that you did really see there is Thresh was split pushing top lane for seemingly no reason. If he was there for his team fight, he might have been able to apply some CC that could have helped his team in that team fight. It was a 2-for-2 trade though.
The best 2 teams in the tournament right now.
They definitely could have turned that around, but like you said, that split push. Thresh, in my opinion, is not such a great champion to have split pushing. He should be with your team.
Exactly. As a support, especially with a support just with the Sightstone, he doesn't have an effective split push and really is more effective just because he has CC.
Certainly not. Money in the Bank taking lead by 5 kills and just about 5k gold here.
Oh wow.
Team McNarly, they didn't spell gnarly with a G, they spelled with an S, so our team MC Snarly.
If we look at our
Blue
items,
Kings go out, want to try to defend that tower.
No, it's not.
Thresh is swinging over as well. J4, it is a 3v3 middle.
we got Corki bottom lane desperately trying to make up in towers.
And you know, he is caught up in farm with Ashe, but Ashe does have 7 assists to Corki's single kill. So right now Ashe is ahead and has a red pot.
I've never seen a red pot on an 80 carry before.
I don't know why she bought red pot so early, but maybe they're just trying to make plays happen all across the map.
Either it was a mistake, or they could possibly go in for some bait, or just that emergency heal that she might need to escape a kill.
Red pot just gets popped as well.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Maybe she wants that early bonus damage for some
She's ready for that damage. That's what it is.
She's ready for it.
She wants it.
Here we go. Possible fight looking like it's going to happen mid lane. We've got our Nasus bottom lane, our Renekton split pushing top, but Corki is not mid lane. Neither is Diana. This could be a very beneficial fight if you got both your carries and that Zyra, who does have a decent amount of stun.
Well, Zyra's fed as well. 303 on the Zyra.
So fed.
Never a good thing for your team.
Renekton, Diana
And of course she's
possibly
running
needing top
Moby
jungle.
Boots. Oh my gosh, she has Moby Boots on Zyra. That means that they're looking to make plays all across the map.
Here we go, we got a
play and the box comes out.
Jarvan jumping on that Ashe.
On the Ashe. Ooh,
Corki does get that shutdown gold. The Ashe arrow misses everyone. Lux getting hit.
Diana's, just misses the Q. Couldn't dash to her target and get out safely. 1-4 in favor of Diamond 6.
Unfortunately, however, they do have 2 split pushers pushing on their tier 2 turrets.
Yes, they do. They lost that 3v4 fight.
They might
Actually,
have
it was
won
a
the
3v5.
fight, but it didn't make up for their loss in the war currently. Renekton's definitely going to take that top tower.
Exactly, and that bot tower is at what? How much health is that? 500.
500 health, that's pretty low.
I would take a tower and an almost dead tower for a kill any day. That just shows you how far ahead they are. I don't know if you saw, but in that back, Lux got her laser across their back line and shut out that Kennen and Thresh from the fight completely.
Most certainly. I mean, we've got still a 5k gold lead. 4 kills up for Diamond 6. A tower. Item-wise, you know, Corki's got his Triforce and Vamp Scepter. Ashe has got her Vamp Scepter, her BF Sword, her pickaxe, her boots. Over the board, it looks like Purple Team is just more built. Money in the bank.
You know, I'm hoping that BF Sword is actually going to go into an Infinity Edge. I'm assuming it is because there's a pickaxe build. That'll help her damage compared to that Corki Triforce, because right now Corki is doing a great job farming.
Certainly. He's got 120 farm to Ashe's 109. Here we go, we got some
Diana
engage.
gets caught out. Renekton with the stun, that red pot, that damage coming across. Diana's Q, the Ashe arrow goes down on J4. Renekton doing his best, but down on bot, you see Nasus and Zyra picking up that kill on Kennen. A flashing stun goes out on Diana. Diana might go down to Renekton.
Lux almost getting with her laser.
Can't pick up the kill. Diana gets out. That was big. Renekton bumps.
That was great. Very good disengage on Diamond 6's side.
As you see, people are just chugging pots. They really do not want to lose this mid tower.
We've got 5 up for Money in the Bank. They could potentially take this tower, putting them back in the lead. I mean, they're still in the lead for towers currently. Nasus is trying to tank. He does not have any mana. They do have to be careful. Zyra,
Corki, they're just trying to disengage. They just want that tower.
Right now, Zyra's the big playmaker for this team. She's got those plans. She's got that snare that just is really helping.
Yeah, she's doing a fantastic job locking down predator targets. But here goes J4.
Onto the
Nasus.
Nasus.
Snare lands on J4 though. Nasus
that
might
Zyra
go
ult
down.
is going to lock them down.
They are doing a fantastic job chaining their CC. Beautiful disengage there. Zyra ult had to be used. Lux does a nice laser to try to clear the minion wave. Trying to hold off this tower so Nasus can go back, heal up, and rejoin in the fight.
Blue team definitely not making the best choices. I mean, I can understand why they did that, but just seeing as how Purple team Money in the Bank responds, I mean, it's brutal to blue team. They almost sacrificed a kill for that engage.
Exactly, and you know, if you look right now, Renekton has completed his Sunfire Cape. That's huge because his split push potential just became that much greater. With Sunfire Cape, you're pushing that wave that much faster. Calling now, but as you see, they just are applying constant pressure all the way across the map. And Diamond 6 just is not able to respond at the moment. 2 tower lead in favor of Purple team and 10 kills. Oh, here goes Ashe with the perma-slows.
That Ashe arrow.
Nice ult from Kennen. Wow.
A good ult from Kennen, but unfortunately, her arrow, right before he got the sun off on her, was able to lock him down.
And the barrier came down.
She stayed in the ult, but it just wasn't enough damage to take her from half health to 0 in the time that she could kill him with her auto attacks.
Enough, but it was a great Ashe arrow.
And if you look at Kennen, he's got his Zonias, he's got the boots, but Ashe she has her Infinity Edge, she's got her attack speed boots, and she's got that Vamp Scepter, which just puts her over Kennen.
And as you see now, Ashe is trying to join the fight from bot lane, and Corki is coming back from top lane. But right now, numbers is going in favor of the Purple team. The Lux ult comes across, Thresh is going to die. Box under tower, he flashes out. The Wither goes down on J4. Diana has been caught out by the snare and is deleted off the map.
Excellent plays by Money in the Bank. Thresh did, however, make it out alive. We see more engagement.
Oh, the tower needs to go down. Nasus picks up that kill on Kennen, and they are still going strong. That Ashe has just been able to kite from the back. She did pick up that Infinity Edge, so her damage output is very high right now.
We see that Zyra ult, or not the ult, but the snare. I mean, you really don't see it, especially with this skin. It blends in with the terrain very well, and she throws it under her team to allow her to catch, you know, the other team who isn't suspecting this to come along. Like, see, right there, she just threw it right through the inhibitor, and it locked down that Thresh.
Oh my lord, that damage though.
The Lux is doing a great job. She's staying in the back, she's throwing her spells out, and she's catching the people as her, as her teammates stun and lock down the front line.
And you know what, right now, I think what's really going well for Purple Team is they're in the lead and they understand it 100% and they're pushing their advantage. They are forcing fights. Blue Team does not want to fight. They want to farm and try to regain a little bit of control, but they can't.
Kennen is just destroyed.
Deleted off the map. There's a beautiful chain of snare, and then an Ashe ult to just be instantly gibbed.
He could not do anything. He couldn't flash. He couldn't move. He was out of there. Like, he doesn't have a lot of life either. That's his problem. I mean, you don't want to build. Obviously, you don't want to stack like a Warmogs or anything on Kennen, but he just doesn't have the survivability he needs. If he's focused, he's going to die.
As you see, J4 and Diana trying to make this rotation on this bot tower. It looks like they're just going to try to face tank them themselves, trying to recover a little bit of gold if they can. That is 3 towers to 6 now in favor of Purple Team.
You see Money in the Bank up by 10k gold. More than that. Up by
That's
3
really
towers.
frightening at 23 minutes.
Up by...
That's pretty dire.
It's... Diamond 6 is just getting absolutely crushed.
And as you see, though, Diamond 6 is doing the best to try to maintain vision. They have a pink ward and 2 wards down on Baron, hopefully trying to react just in case Money in the Bank does go for that Baron. Zyra might be caught out here. Diana and J4 doing their best to do damage. The knockup goes down on Zyra, but here's Renekton. He ults, slices and dices, gets the stun down. Diana might go down here from Renekton ult.
It's just Renekton in the middle of this fight. Like, Renekton's surrounded by Blue Team, but unfortunately, they do not have enough damage to take him down. Thresh almost dead here. J4 jumping on and getting out, but the Ashe Arrow is just going to kill him. Renekton making it out. A 1 for 4 so far. Nasus probably going to be able to catch this Corki. And that is an ace for Diamond 6.
Money in the Bank wants to end it right here. They know that the timers are only 15 seconds long, but they can easily pick up a turret. The TP comes down on the minions.
Renekton
they are looking to...
Already back.
I'm surprised they don't send somebody to the top tower right now, but they could... Oh, no, they're just going to end it right
They're
here.
just going to end it. We've got 5 seconds, but they're going to easily be able to take Nexus before they are up and they can do anything. We see Ashe just juking away the top there. Nobody is contesting her. And that is game for for Money in the Bank. That is their second win that they needed to advance to the semifinals.
That was a fantastic game. You know,